Yep. Oh, you set it back there. Thanks. Let's see. Brad, what color should we have today? You want some reds, oranges, greens, blues, purples, browns, blacks? No preference, huh? Okay. Well, you're wearing a little gray there, so we'll give you that. Yeah, he's got some grays on there. So we'll pick gray for him. Alright, so basically here's what we're going to do. We're going to look more at transformations. We're still just kind of figuring out, what they do, how they work. What they do, how they work. And their properties. We wrote all that down the other day, so you should have it. Then we took our image, spun it around, translated it, reflected it, dilated it, did all those things. So right now what we're going to do is go on to link 2.11, I think it's called. Take a look at that. All right, this is going to reinforce some of the properties and some of the things that we did. So we're going to link 2.11. That's where we're heading. So again on this here, we're looking at, this shows you a little bit about the orientation, how it works. It shows you a little bit more about the translations and rotations. When you're done with link 2.11, take a look at 2.2, link 2.12, I think it is. All right, we'll do those ones. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to play with those a little bit. And then we got one up, then we got a couple other things to do. So we're going to, again, we're just looking at different activities. Take a look at those. Here's our link. First one we looked at, translation. Okay, notice we have the vector, right? Triangles, they stay the same size. C, I heard somebody say. Good, I'll take that. Yeah, they stay in the same size. Orientation the same. Look at this. ACB. ACB as we go around it clockwise. So they're going to be the same. Notice that this is A and A prime. A prime stands for the image. So whenever you see A with an apostrophe, that's always talking about the image. All right? Okay? So when you see an A and an A prime, that means that it has an image. A B and a B prime is the image. All right? There's our translation. All right? And if we move down, we worked with the rotation. All right, rotation's got to have a point, got to have an angle of some type or a degree. Same thing we have here. Look how that falls right on top of that one, so that means that the orientation stays the same. All right. There's a C prime, B prime, A prime, so that tells you that that's the image. Then we went to, Then we went to link 212. Oh, they got them. Thanks. Okay. Here's a reflection. So now, on the reflection here, again, we need a line. But see how these are not, on the reflection, it's hard to get it to line up correctly. Okay, the orientation is different. So here, if we go ACB, this one, though, is ABC going in the clockwise direction. ACB versus ABC. So the orientation changes in a reflection. Orientation is not the same. And they didn't do dilations. There's that one. Okay. Now the next one we're going to go to, there's no link for it. So we're going to type it in. All right. So let's get rid of those two. Let's go to the top here. All right, and we'll click, and we're going to type this in. And I'm going to write it on the board for you too. Ah. I'm going to write it up there for you. So here's where we want to go. At least I think so.
I'm in it right now. Does it say multiple reflections?
Yep. Okay, that's where we're heading right there. Garrett says it works. Mine says it doesn't work. Did I spell something wrong, Garrett? Is it period at? Is it really say at H2NZSNBM?
HTTP
backslash H2NZSNBM. Yeah, that's what I got. Garrett, what is yours? How's yours different? Oh, Jordan, you have it too. What do you have? Typed. What's yours say? Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah. So, did you use the same address?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
But it's lowercase n's. And there's 2 slashes, not
Author Troy McNeil.
There's 2 slashes where?
Right there, 2 slashes. You know, with the GG, it's not. He thought it was a 1.
Oh.
A 2 slash.
For me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's lowercase n.
So mine's not right. Well, come on, I'm not getting to it. So what are you guys getting that I'm not getting here? Oh, it's after GeoGebra.
I put a Z down in it.
Oh, I didn't type in GeoGebra.
Oh, you didn't?
I just typed H2 2 slashes and a lowercase n.
HTTPS colon 2 slashes GG BM period at slash H2 N Z S N B M. Ah, I got it this time. All right. Okay, so hopefully everybody has this one. Looks like you kind of do. All right, what we're going to do here is do a double reflection, all right, through some intersecting lines. So I'm going to turn this on. Okay, so We're going to do a double reflection. Does everybody have it? Almost? Okay, I'll wait.
Found it.
Okay, so we're going to do a double reflection. So we have a triangle and we have a line. So let's do a reflection on that. Now this one's Mr. McNeil created this one, so he's limited some of the menu options for us, made it a little easier. We can see that the very last one here is the one that does reflections. Okay, that does reflections. So what we're going to do is reflect the triangle over this line. So let's choose that. And I'm going to pick the image first. I'm going to go right to the middle of the triangle. And then I'm going to pick a point, or I'm just going to pick a spot on the line. Get real close to it. And choose the line. Okay, now I have a reflection. So, again, we went to this here. Go right to the middle of the triangle. Pick the line. And you should get a reflection. Alright? Alright? Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call a double reflection. So we're going to reflect again. But if we reflect the image back over, we're just going to end up in the same spot. So we're going to actually draw another line. So let's go up here to where our line is, over here to the far left. And pick a line. Let's have a line go through point D. And I'm going to bring it over this way. Okay, so now we have another line that looks like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to reflect the image. Remember, that's the one with the A and the B and the C with the apostrophe, which we call prime. A prime, B prime, C prime. And we're going to reflect that triangle. So we're going to choose the reflection tool. Choose the middle of the triangle and then choose our new line that we have. And we've got that. Okay? So we reflected, chose this. Inside the middle of the triangle, pick that. That's the image one, not the original one, but the image. And then over the line. And now we have what we call a double reflection. So, let's look at this double reflection. And let's concentrate on the first triangle that we have. Okay? Okay, so let's compare these. How are these things, if we look at these two triangles, how do they compare? Are they the same? These two triangles, are they the same? Yeah, they are. Okay? So, going from here to here is one of our transformations. Which one do you think it is that we could do to get us from this beginning image all the way to our final one? Okay? Hey, can you girls listen? Thanks. You can talk where you want. Alright. So, which one of our transformations is going to take us from here to here? Translation, rotation, dilation, deflection. What do you think? Okay, we got one answer for a reflection. What else? Rotation. Okay? Any other guesses? All right, let's check it out. So if we did a reflection, what would we reflect it over? Is there a line that we could reflect it over to get it? Let's see. So I'm just going to draw another line somewhere. Let's go through D because that seems like a good place to go. All right. Put it someplace there. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this triangle, the original triangle, tap on it, and my new line that I just made, and do that reflection. And then we can move that line, we can pivot it, and see if we can get it to line up with that triangle. The new one we have down there. So does it line up with that one at all? No matter where we put that line, is it going to line up with that triangle? No. So it's not going to be a reflection, so we know that. So I'm just going to get rid of it because I know it's not a reflection. Okay? So maybe it's a rotation. All right? So let's try a rotation. We're going to have to make an angle because he doesn't have a slider on here. All right, we'll make an angle. Use a couple segments to make an angle, I guess. Oh, this is... All right. So we just made an angle right here. Okay, used a couple segments to make an angle. We're going to measure that angle. Maybe. There we go. Oops, measure it the wrong way. Measure the angle. Why is it not measuring correctly? Dang it. There I go. Okay, so now I have an angle measured. All right. And let's see if we can do a rotation. So the rotation is going to be the second one over. Okay, we're going to rotate. We'll pick the first triangle. Let's pick point D because we don't know where else to put. And maybe we can just use, we can't really, we're just going to have to pick some numbers here. Let's go with 45, I guess. Okay. What happened to my other triangle? Ah, rats. It went away, huh? There we go. Okay, so anyway, this rotated 45 degrees. We're definitely going to need more. So I'm going to pick a rotation again. Rotate that triangle, this point, and this time I'm going to have to try a little bit more. Maybe I'd try 100 degrees. Getting closer. All right, so let's try it again. Pick that triangle, point D, and now I'm going to pick more. Let's go 180 degrees. Oh, we're getting closer to it. Pick it again. Pick point D. Maybe I'd try 200 degrees. Look how close we're getting there.
220.
220? 220 is a little bit too much.
215.
Maybe 215? Ooh, pretty close.
Money
says. But you can see that it's actually lining up. Okay, so Kennedy is right. It's going to be a rotation. All right, so two reflections, all right, are always going to give us, two double reflections are always going to give us a rotation. Okay, I can move the lines to get it to line up. Okay, so two reflections to do that. So I'm going to write that down in here. All right, that two reflections over intersecting lines very shortly. Yeah. No. I'll let you go very shortly. Yeah. We'll be gone here in a second. Just wait.
Oh, like in a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Two reflections over intersecting lines give a rotation. All right? Two reflections over intersecting lines give us a rotation. Okay, now we have one you're going to do. And again, we've typed this in. so let's go back to here. And this one's going to be oh, you want me to go back to this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so our next one we're going to go to, we're going to go all the way back to the https:// type this one in, GG, and I'll write up there on the board again, VM period at /ZVJ RCWZE. That's what I got. And I'll write it up here again. This is the one you guys are going to do. So this is going to be a same thing, except instead of two intersecting lines, they're going to be two parallel lines. So Z, V, J, R, C, W, Z, E. Okay? Ramon, as soon as you have that, one person at your table has that up and going, you can go do what you need to do. All right? So work together on this.
All right, you got it going.
Okay, work together on it. It should take you about 5 minutes or so. All right, this one is a double reflection over parallel lines. Okay, try it out. I'm going to give you about 5. All right, so we drew a line. So I did this. So I drew a line. I made a parallel line, did a double reflection, connected them, did some measurements. All right. So let's see. Give me some ideas here. So we drew a line. We measured the distances. Anybody seeing, or any group you seen a relationship between the distance between the segments, right, and the two parallel lines? Segments and the two parallel lines. The distance between two parallel lines is half of the distance of the other one, right? Okay? Half the distance of the other one. Nice job. So when we look at these two triangles, so we look at the ABC triangle and the A double prime, B double prime, C double prime triangle, how are those two triangles related? What transformation is that one? What would take us from ABC to A double prime, B double prime, C double prime? So from this triangle to this triangle. I know it's a double reflection, but can we do it in one single reflection? Oops. Is that what a translation does? Let's take a look at it, right? So how do we do a translation? How do we do a translation? What do we need? We need a vector, right? Okay, I don't know if we have a vector option on here. No, we don't have a vector option on here. Maybe it will work. I don't think it will. Mr. McNeil. Okay, so yes, this is going to be a translation. If we take ABC and we slide it over there, that would be a translation. I think I can show that by moving this. Okay, that is a translation. All right. There it is. So when we do a double reflection over parallel lines, so if we do a two reflections over parallel lines, what kind of a transformation do we get? Yeah. So 2 reflections over parallel lines give a translation. All right. A translation. Okay. There. Man, we did a whole bunch of stuff with transformations. So, here's what I'm going to suggest here. There's one more link you should take a look at. One more. And it's called footprints. Okay, so I'm going to let you work on that. And I'm going to hand out this assignment for you. Okay. So you could do both. The assignment has a Google Classroom problem in it, and it's the last one. So you probably want to work on that one while you have access to the internet and everything else. And we're going to turn that in Friday.